Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video lesson. Today we're gonna be learning how to draw Mickey Mouse, the first Mickey Mouse, in fact, from Steamboat Willie, where it was his debut. The very first episode where Mickey Mouse came out and was released, and I think it instantly became very popular. But it still is very popular to this day. So we're gonna be drawing that. We're gonna be learning how to draw that. And just before I begin, I just want to say that this will be yet another Disney-themed video, just like last week's video. Last week's video was a Chip and Dale video on a comparison between markers and color pencils. Today we're gonna be learning actually how to draw it, and not just about coloring techniques. So let me just get into some basic guidelines in time lapse, and we will be right back. Okay, so I decided to stop there, and if you want to follow along line by line, I think you may want to get the paper that I'm using. The paper that I'm using right now is Strathmore Bristol. It's a smooth surface, sort of like a cardstock, so it's thicker than most paper. But copy paper will work just fine. I hope, because I think there'll be a lot of erasing later. But I think this is. I thought I should stop there and show you what I was doing. And you just want to do a really light pencil sketch of Mickey Mouse, and you could stop and start and you could pause this video and take a look at what is going on here, and you could copy it. But what I'm doing is I just did the head of Mickey Mouse, and I'm just gonna do the eyes. His eyes are very easy. They're just two ovals. You just gotta make sure you get the proportions right. It's very hard to do such a perfect Mickey Mouse eyes without the use of reference, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm using a reference page, so I'm not drawing this from memory. So I'm going to go on, and I just did his tongue right here, and it's I think it may be color later, I'm not sure, but I just studied his cap from this photo I'm using right here, and it has this crescent shape right on top of it. And after we've done that, since I don't want this video to go too long, I think I'm gonna go into time lapse and draw his ears, which should be quite easy. Okay, so I've drawn his ears. I avoided the time lapse because some people don't like time lapse. I just drew it and it will magically appear. It just magically appeared right here. So these ears are gonna become black, but they're just like 3 circles. I don't know from studying pictures what this third circle on the top is doing right here. I thought he only had 2 ears, but it turns out he does. So I'm gonna erase this section, and I think that's it for the head. The rest of the body will get much easier, I promise. The head is, as you probably know, is the hardest part of doing of Mickey Mouse. So we have the hard part done. If you want to pause it again, you can do so now. But I'm going to go on and do the body. Okay, so I think that's good enough to end with all this time lapse. Hopefully I can do some inking in real time, maybe not. I don't have that much time to do a really long video, and besides, I think YouTube's video default is 15 minutes. But I think I can go past 15 minutes, but I don't want people to be dozing off. So now I'm just going to be doing the shoe. What am I talking about? The shoe of Mickey Mouse. Hopefully I can do this in real time. I'll just draw real quick, just to let you see what it looks like. Some kind of weird shoe. I don't know what they based it on, but this is the shoe, and his shoe is faced in both ways. If you take a look at some Mickey Mouse, his feet are facing both directions. So like that. And I think we are almost done with all this penciling. I think I got that part done enough for the pencils. But I'm going to be drawing the other hand. Oops, got some part there. I gotta erase. And I think we're almost done with all this penciling. I think I may have to do the rest of this penciling stage in time lapse. And of course, I will again come back and talk about it. Okay, so I think I'm done. Basically done with the for the pencils of this video, and I think I've got to start to hurry up, and I can't do much inking in time lapse because my time is ticking. So I'm just gonna draw this float here, or this life saver right here. If you can take a look inside the drawings, you'll see a life saver right there. So I took the time to draw this wheel. Then after I drew the wheel, I started to draw this boat area, and I also drew his arms. And so the wheel is increasingly hard to draw because it's just a big wheel that's even bigger than Mickey Mouse himself, and it's even bigger than Mickey Mouse himself, and it's just so it's like this big gigantic wheel that he's holding onto. He's not even holding onto anything. He's just tilting it from one side to the other. And if you take a look at pictures at this point, you could also take a look at my you could pause my video and you could follow it line by line. So I think I'm going to start to get some inking done. For once, I am not going to use a Pigma Micron, but instead I'm going to be using my Unipin fine line that I love. It is 0.8. So I'm going to detach this page. It's actually taped on. I'm going to detach this page and I'm going to be spinning it around because it's increasingly hard to do it just like taping it down like that. So I'm going to untape it. I'm going to get some inking done in time lapse. Okay, so the inking is now done, and as you can see, I made a little mistake on the wheel part. So hard to draw. I hate drawing ship wheels. So now I decided that this illustration would be half black and white and half colored. As you can see, I still make some mistakes here, but no matter. It's not gonna be noticed from that far. I hope not. But what I've done after I finished all the inking, I took my kneaded eraser, which when you get it at art stores, it looks like this is a Prismacolor kneaded eraser, and I erased most of these lines away. And now you can think, because you probably are thinking right now that the Unipin pen, wherever it is right here. Okay, the Unipin pen is quite. You would think that it's quite thick. So what I've done, because I've explained before that this pen doesn't have much variation in it. So what I do is I take one of the Unipin pens that are almost dried out, and that gives me a thinner line. But if I don't have any ones that are almost dried out, then I just take my 0.2 and it will give me the thin line. But usually I just want to have one or two pens around, so I think that's good enough for the line variation. Just wait until your pen dries and it'll get thinner and thinner eventually. So we're going to be coloring Mickey Mouse, just Mickey Mouse, and we're going to be using this red marker. It's a Mala marker I picked up in IKEA. As you know, I live in New York, and as I hope you know, I live in New York here, and there's plenty of IKEAs around here. One is in Long Island and the other is in Long Island, Brooklyn. The other's in Brooklyn, and so we go to both. And I think I need to pick up my unit pin again, my 0.2, and make a little line right here. I forgot to add that. Let's just put it there. So I'm going to now I'm going to take my model marker and I'm going to take this. I'm going to start coloring in his pants. We'll be right back. Okay, so I've colored in his pants, and now I'm going to take a yellow colored pencil and color in his shoes. And as you can see, this I think this is his shoes that he wears for most of the Mickey Mouse episodes. I'm gonna have to take my kneaded eraser and erase more of these lines and color in here. As you can see, coloring takes a long time. I started videotaping this video at 10, and now it's 11. So as you can see, making an illustration like this takes a very long time. I'm now going to take a black one and I'm going to just color in his legs right here. Just a combination of markers and color pencils like I usually love to do. Especially with my Chip and Dale illustration that I just did last week. So I'm going to take now a green a green marker, same brand as the red marker, the Mala marker. And if you're wondering how I got this shadow in there, it's from a Sharpie red. I just switched to a Sharpie. It's just a tiny bit darker. And now I think I need to go into time lapse again because I don't want this video to be going too long, like I have said a million times in the past. So there you have it. This is my Mickey Mouse video, a Steamboat Willie, a colored version. This is my version of the Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie. I hope I didn't pass the 15-minute mark on this video, but I like to end my video, as I always do, by putting down all the tools that I used, all the tools, all the materials, and that includes the rulers and everything. But before I end, I just want to say a little word about my graphic novels, and this is Nick Curry, book 4. I'm currently working on book 5. I think I'm going to wrap the sketching on that soon, and it will come out in February. Hooray. But of course we cannot go before I quickly sign my name. There we go. And now we are done with the Steamboat Willie video. I hope you found this useful, and we'll be back with another video very soon.